Hi everyone, this is Iris from ileetarots. Welcome to another pick a pile reading. Today we are going to see your general messages for your June 2022. So I'm not sure, I've not seen any cards. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm not sure how specific the reading is going to be, but we will see what happens. All right, so let's just go into picking the piles. So I have prepared 3 piles for you. This is pile number 1 with a tektite. Pile number 2 here with a green aventurine, and pile number 3 here with golden rutilated quartz. Okay, so you can go ahead and pause this video if you need more time to choose, and whenever you're ready I will see you in the timestamps. Timestamps will be in the description box below. Hello pile number 1, so let's see what messages is in store for you for your June 2022. All right, so we'll start with the tarot cards. King of Swords, the Tower, 6 of Cups, Knight of Cups, okay, the Fool, and the King of Cups. Okay, I'll have to see what this is. Transformation and Poised. Quite frankly, I feel this is something related to, well, since we have tektite here, which is more about transformation and changing, and we do have transformation cards because while death is not in the cards, with the Tower and the Fool here, it does talk about something that's going to change, something that you thought you once knew, or more like an original thought that you have is going to be shaken. It's going to be shown to you that no, it's not like this, it's like that, which is going to bring you to this new journey. Now, new journey here would be something like it's going to be different than yesterday. Okay, something's changed, something will change, and it is going to bring you into a different direction. Okay, I have to pull some cards here because I would just want to see, quite frankly, it can be connected to maybe a connection or relationship which involves 2 people. But with tektite here, normally it's more about a transformation. I see transformation, death card is here. So it has to depend on whether this is going to be about someone else, or it could be like it's happening to someone else, and in turn it will affect how you feel and who you are, right? But let's see what messages universe wants you to know. So I need 1 card for King of Swords, 1 card for Knight of Cups, 1 for King of Cups, 1 card for 6 of Cups. Interesting, we have 1, 2, 3 kings here. We have the swords, pentacles, and cups. So what's missing? What's missing? Hang on, King of Wands is missing. So it's more about very steady, not so erratic. Okay, so let's see what this. Oh, I forgot the transformation is here. I was so focused on the Tower and the Fool. It's kind of like, oh, I see the Tower and Fool. It's confirmed that there has to be a transformation. I totally forgot about this card here. So you can expect something in your life is going to change. Now, which part of your life? Let's try to find out. Okay, so the Tower and Fool. So what's changed? What is going to change? Let's try to see if we can get something more specific. So we have 6 of Pentacles, we have 4 of Cups, and we have Queen of Swords. Okay, this is very, very likely something that's related to someone else. All right, because it's how you deal with another person here. Okay, and perhaps there's some communication or some sort of give and take that is not working out. Maybe the other person is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, which frustrates you. Okay, but I do want to say that perhaps you may be holding back on words. You're not sure of what to say or what to do. Perhaps you're being too careful, but at the same time you're holding on to a lot of pain, especially with 3 of Swords here, and in turn, you are self-sabotaging yourself. Self-sabotaging is yourself. No doubt that you have a lot of care and love towards whoever this person is involved. And in June, very likely it can be June or whenever it is that you're watching, but very likely in June, you will change. Now, usually with the Tower, it is something that's external. If it was the death card, oh, I can't find it right now, but if it was the death card, okay, maybe for some of you, if this is your first time, or maybe if you're not so you're not that good with tarot cards yet, and I've noticed a lot of you will be quite seasoned, as in like you know what cards there should be, what kind of cards should be in a tarot deck. So this is for those of you who are still new to tarot. Let me show you the death card. I had it came out, right? You guys saw that. Okay, so death card. Okay, so the difference between death and Tower. Now let me explain these two cards for a while. So death and Tower does talk about something that's going to change. Now normally for death, it's a transformation from within where you decide that you want to change. The Tower talks about change, but sometimes it can come so abruptly. It can come out of nowhere, and you usually will be caught off guard. Okay, so how I differentiate this both is that death here is always with your consent, meaning to say, I can tell you 50 times, 100 times, 150 times, 200 times for you to change. But if you do not want to change, there's nothing else I can do, right? If you don't want to change, then I am just wasting my time just telling you to change, okay? But the moment that you feel this death, this change from within, where you tell yourself, I don't want to be this person anymore, where you let the old you let them go, and you become a new person. You become that person that you know you should be, that you want to be. Okay, so that's the consent part that I was talking about. Now the Tower here is usually more external factor, right? It usually comes from an external factor, meaning to say perhaps someone told you the truth, perhaps you did not change from within, but rather you lash out because you desire change, and you know that it's nothing to do with you, right? Maybe you feel that I've done all I could, I have been very patient, and usually the King of Swords is a very patient person. I've been very, very patient, but it's time. Either you do something to change our circumstances, to change our relationship for the better, to change our connection for the better, or I'm leaving, or whatever it is the case may be. All right. But when this Tower comes, it will bring you to somewhere new. It will bring you to whatever situation that you are in right now. It will not be where you are in right now. That's what the Fool here, that's what the Tower here is saying. That's why transformation is here. Okay? All right. So the change here would be more to, I do see that there will be some form of communication, a very peaceful communication where you and this person can really discuss. Okay, now I want to see the aftermath, or rather the outcome. I want to pull one card for the Tower first. Use the Emperor. Is it someone else that is coming into the picture? So it will be, okay, so it may not be for all of you, definitely, okay? But very likely it will be someone else. I wouldn't say they step in, but rather they make you see that something is not right, okay? And because of that, you know, it's like, the way I feel is like this person is going to influence you to make this Tower happen so that you can be on a new journey with this person or a situation, okay? And there will be talk, okay? There will be communication, there will be talk, there will be some discussion. Nothing to worry about, to be really honest, because sometimes some people, when they see the Tower, is like, oh my gosh, something's gonna happen. I know I'm not gonna like it. It does have a bit of negative, what's the word? it doesn't really have a good reputation. Okay, to me, Tower will have to depend on what the other cards will say, right? So what I can tell here, after the Tower happens, if we were to look back to these cards here, so if after the Tower, you can expect a lot of feelings come out, a lot of emotions flow out. When we compare these two sides here, so I know King of Swords here and the Knight of Cups here, it is talking about someone who probably, it's not that sometimes they keep quiet, it's not that they don't want to show care, but it's because they care about the person too much that they're so afraid of perhaps saying the wrong things, or perhaps they're planning for something for the other person that they care about, right? But that's the thing, if you keep too much inside and the other person does not know what you're thinking, and you cannot assume that the other person knows what you're thinking, right? And that's when you will feel that you're not heard, 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 heard. And that's when I would say misunderstandings will happen. Okay, I really feel that whoever this person is, very likely you are just being too careful. Okay, and once this Tower happens, once this full situation, once this thing comes, you can expect a lot of relief and a lot of love and care between you and the other person, if this is really about another person. Okay, so poised here is just saying that, you know, when this Tower happens, okay, either you're going to be so poised, or you have to keep reminding yourself that you have to be poised, you have to be, you know, what's the word, don't go crazy, not or more like don't rush yourself, don't be too impulsive, because we have to remember that whoever the King of Swords is, okay, very likely this person has been keeping too much inside, right? And the Tower here is just a big explosion that's going to happen because this person has kept too much, right? It's being suppressed, being repressed. Like, you're not listening to me. And then this person will be pushed to an edge, will be pushed to the point where everything will burst out. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. Okay, and when it does, try your very best to calm yourself down, because the last thing you need is to create more in the misunderstandings, because whenever we're angry, we will say all words, and we may say things we don't feel, we don't mean, right? Okay, so try not to do that, try to avoid that as much as you can. Okay, so things will change. Okay, and it will change for the better. All right, so pile number 1, this is all I have for you. I hope I explained well enough. I hope you got the idea, you got the essence of this reading, and I really hope that and I really wish you all the best. Thank you so much for your time. I will see you next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Okay, so green adventuring here. So let's start with the tarot cards. Okay, so what's your general message? 3 of Cups, 9 of Wands, Ace of Cups, King of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, and 7 of Pentacles. So very likely this is how you feel about yourself, especially if this is something related to either friends or your love life. So we have 3 and 1 here. The card that is missing is 2 of Cups here. So while you may have a lot of fun with your friends, maybe among your friends you are the life of the party, you are the person that can bring people together, but when it comes to your love life, you feel so tired, and it's like, it's kind of like saying when, you know, whenever you think about your love life or anything that's romantically related, you just feel so, sometimes you feel like you're done, but at the same time there's still that little thing, that little hope inside of you that just wishes things will be better. Okay, and the thing is that what I can see here is that you have a lot of good things around you. Okay, I don't want to go into the talk about, oh, just be grateful with what you have, and blah 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 blah. So you feel what you feel. okay? But it is pulling you down, whatever you feel, however it is that you feel about your love life or anything that's romantically related, is pulling your energy downwards, meaning to say you're not happy and because things are not progressing, or at least you think it's not progressing. So Seven of Pentacles here is a card about, is, yes, actually it does talk about a stagnant growth where you try your very best, you really try so hard to keep breaking, to make a breakthrough, right? Trying to break the barrier, but somehow you cannot because something in the equation is wrong, okay? And still, sometimes this card can tell you that you may think nothing is growing because you're always, hang on, this car, because you're always looking for results, okay? Perhaps don't focus too much on the destination, but work on what it is that you have to learn, what it is that you have to do on the journey. So for example, let's say if this is related to your love life, for example, okay, then I know it's very hard to see, it's like, oh, when is my person gonna come, when is my twin flame gonna come back, when am I gonna meet my soulmate? But don't worry too much about when you're gonna meet them, because very likely along the way you still have something to work on yourself. Like for example, you have to work on your career, you have to work on your finances, you have to work on maybe just getting yourself ready to be in a healthy relationship, okay? A lot of people, they just jump in because they love the person, they want to be the person. But once you're in that relationship, once we are in that relationship, things will get messy, or there may be some parts that needs attention, but because you don't have time for those attention, because you are putting all the attention to the other person, so in the end you're just draining yourself. Okay, I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to say. Point is, I'm just saying that don't I'm trying not to give you too much stress but I don't know how to word it. Okay, let me see if these cards gonna help me. So blessings, yeah, it's the one that initially is the one that I'm telling you. It's like, yeah, I know you have to be grateful. Yes, I know you are grateful, and I know you're having a good time, and I'm pretty sure it's not something that you want to hear over and over again. But the reading is just say count your blessings and believe that something good is coming, because the higher power here means, say, whoever it is that you believe in is watching over you. They have something planned for you, okay? And just now I was talking about focusing on the journey rather than the destination. So I'll give an example. So let's say perhaps if your career is still not there yet, or if your finances are not where you should be to be comfortable, then perhaps focus on that instead, since that is still under your control, okay? And at least, right, we cannot control how other people feel for us, nor can we control how the relationship is going to be, because other people will have their own thinking, they will have their own lifestyle, they will have their own love language, and so on and so forth, right? So there are many things involved, okay? I don't know what happened in your previous love life, right? I just know that right now you feel very, I guess it's just that you want to have this, you have this whole idea of, I want to have a family, I want to have the house, I want to have I want to have the kids, I want to have the car, I want to have the dog, I want to have to have this ideal home life, right? Don't stress yourself, okay? Take it easy and believe that someone out there is looking after you, making sure they're making sure that you are ready to be in whoever it is that you need to be with. You are ready for that person, And the higher power is also saying that they are also getting that person ready for you. Okay, now but yeah, you still have to make sure that you don't rush into it just because you feel lonely, or just because I've been waiting for this, I want my ideal home life. Long term wise, yes, I know some relationships can work, but most don't. Okay, and I've been doing personal readings for about close to 4 years. I've read for many people who have marriage problems or something that concerns them when it comes to their marriage. And I just want to tell you all that to really know what it is that you can tolerate and what you allow in a marriage, in a relationship. Okay? Because not only, it's not only my client who is suffering, but even their spouse and their children, if any, are also suffering as well. Okay, so this is lifetime. This is something that's forever, right? So you have to be, I guess, just have to know your standards, and also to know what it is that you can tolerate and allow. Okay, so hopefully that's enough guidance. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more things that you have to consider, but this is something that I just want to share with you, just a very short thing, and maybe this is your homework. Okay, so don't worry about your love life, don't worry about anything. Have fun with your friends. You are definitely someone, I'm very sure you're also someone that people look up to. All right, okay, and enjoy your blessings, enjoy the time that you have now. Okay, even though you may feel like, ugh, I don't want to, it's okay. Sometimes we are just in this mood sometimes. All right, and it's okay, just try to write it out. All right, but try to enjoy your life as much as you can. Okay, all right. So pile number 2, this is all I have for you. I'm so sorry this is so short. I didn't expect it to be just under 9 minutes, but yeah, this is all I have for you. Thank you so much for your time. I will see you next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Okay, so golden rutilated quartz here. Okay, let's start with the tarot cards. 7 of Cups, 5 of Swords. Whoop, 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 whoop. It was here right, like this, right? Okay, Tower, 10 of Pentacles, King of Swords, and Queen of Cups. Okay, so I need some cards to help me, but let's see what this Stillness and the Tribe. So there's two people here, but usually if I were to see a king and queen who are of the same suit, I will count them as a couple. Let me see what these two people are. Usually. Okay. 4 of Swords. Okay. So this reading is about you and someone else, very likely in close proximity. I don't really think it's a couple, but of course you can be a couple. Okay, you can be attached to this person. It's just that just one of you is the Swords, one of you is the Cups. Okay, doesn't matter. But how I read this is, you both very likely are not talking, but you are in close proximity, meaning to say that it's little to no contact, but not contact like good vibe kind of contact. It's kind of like you when you see a couple, it's like, oh, I think they have history. They're so weird. They're so awkward. It's kind of like that kind of energy. And this guy, I know this King of Swords here is kind of checking this Queen of Cups out, wanting to know what they're doing, whereas this Queen of Cups is, I feel this is about their feelings towards this person, whereby it's more like, kind of like, what's the word? In Malay, it's called reda. Reda is like, okay, fine, I just give up. I just leave everything. Whatever comes, comes. Whatever doesn't come, doesn't come. You know, it's kind of like giving up on perhaps this person, perhaps this connection, because nothing is changed. Nothing will change. Nothing has changed, right? And things will be the same. Okay, so let's talk about this tower here. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I need to know what's the significance of this reading. Eight of Wands. Death. It's very chaotic here. We have Seven of Cups, Five of Swords, and Tower here. It's very, very chaotic. And why is Ten of Pentacles here? And yet I don't see a couple, unless this is something to do with money. Okay, unless it's something to do with money, or if this is family related. It could be that whoever this person is, okay, very likely little to no contact, but this person here is more quiet than usual, because they're being calculative, they're being strategic, they're being just careful. Okay. And why is tribe here? So is this really about friendship? Why is there so much chaos here? Okay, you say chaos, and now you have the Nine of Cups. How does it relate to each other? Okay, so very likely this is about some, I would say, discussion. I'll keep it as general as possible, because it can be about, you know, it can be in your love life. It can also be something, it can be something to do with a friend, your family. You know, it's quite general, isn't it? It can be anybody. So I would generalize it as there is some form of discussion or something that has to be built. Okay, very likely related to money. If not money, then it's more about, you know, the cohesiveness between you and the other person, or any other teammate, whereby you find it very difficult to work with this person. Okay, which would explain the tribe here, because tribe is more about you finding people that can understand you. You have the same frequency, where these people understand you and you understand them so easily, right? So very likely you're not talking to this person, you're not in contact with this person, whereby stillness here is saying, and just enjoy the peace for now, because you'll never know when this person's gonna come back and disrupt your life again, right? I do want to say very likely they will reach out, but let me confirm for you, because death here, I mean, it is a change. I had this talk in pile number 1, where I was telling the difference between death and the tower, and interestingly enough, you also have the death and tower here. If you do feel a pull from pile number 1, you should watch it as well. Okay, but I can't remember what pile number 1 is. I was trying to tell you what's the difference, but I'll let you watch it on your own if you decide to. Okay, so what is the outcome here? The Sun. So things will be revealed. Okay, I don't know what it is, to be really honest, but there will be change coming. Very likely you are the one who will make the change. Okay, oh my gosh, this can really be related to pile number 1, but just watch it only if you feel the pull to it. Okay, so there will be a change coming. I won't be surprised if you are the one who decides to talk to this person. Okay, and then things will be out in the open. So any last message for pile number 3? Okay, so whatever it is that you're holding on to, so if you're holding on to anger, if you're holding on to any petty energy, you can let that go, right? Because very likely you will, I think you will be the one to reach out to this person. Okay, I'm not sure if this is about a love related, I'm not sure this is because this is general reading, it's very difficult to pinpoint, unless it's specified, but so far it's like it can be anything. Okay, so I will summarize this reading to like this. You and another person are not on the same level. You guys perhaps don't understand each other, but I also know that you both very likely are not talking to each other. If you're not talking to if you are talking to this person, then it just means that you and them just don't get each other. Hence why there was so much chaos, whereby we have, I shouldn't have collected, it's just that it was so messy I couldn't stand it, whereby you had these cards. Hang on. Whereby you have these cards here: Seven of Cups, Five of Swords, Tower. To me, it's really like, it's very messy. I just feel it's very messy. Chaotic, yeah, it can be, but more towards messy. And and it will lead to very likely an argument or something. Someone will say something stupid. All right. Yeah, so I guess in order to settle this, you will have to find your tribe, find your friends, find the people who understand you, or maybe more like someone you can trust to tell you the truth, or maybe to give you a different perspective or a different angle about your situation here, and thus they can give you the best advice, or perhaps the advice for you on how to settle this. Okay, and it will make sense why you will be the one to reach out. Okay, and once you do, you will know the truth, or more like the truth will be revealed to you. Okay, yeah. All right, so pile number 3, this is all I have for you. I really hope this makes sense to you. I know I did say like that can be this, can be that. Well, it's general reading. I don't want to like pinpoint into a certain aspect or certain situation, because otherwise then what if this is really related to career? If I say love, what if this is related to career? Then a lot of you may just dismiss this video and just miss the message, right? So but I really hope this reading helps you. I really hope that it makes sense. Thank you so much for your time. I will see you next video.